Hello, I'm Amer Kaissi. I'm a keynote speaker, I'm an executive coach, and I'm a professor of leadership at Trinity University. And today I want to talk about tribalism. Because tribalism, I believe, is damaging our relationships at work and making us miserable. Now, we all know that we all belong to tribes, right? We belong to the tribe of people who share our religious beliefs. We belong to the tribes of people who share our political affiliations. At work, we belong to our division, to our unit, to our team, to our department. Here at the university, I belong to the tribe of professors. And all of these tribes are very important for us because they allow us to belong, they allow us to survive and to thrive. The problem, though, becomes when we start thinking that my tribe is always right and always good, and the other tribes are always bad and always wrong. And that creates tension. People start assuming negative intent towards each other, and trust is eroded, relationships suffer, and we become miserable as human beings and as professionals. The research supports that. We all are very, very strong in how we view our tribe positively, and we also view the other tribes negatively. Let me give you an example from research. So I belong to the tribe of Manchester United supporters. So Manchester United is a soccer football team in the English Premier League. And when I think of Manchester United fans, just like me, I think of them as passionate people. I think of them as people who are loyal and people who want to support their team all the time. However, when I think of rival fans, for example, Liverpool fans, I think of them as violent, as shallow, and as looking for excuses all the time, right? The research supports that. So, a group of researchers brought a number of Manchester United fans into the lab and showed them a video first about what it means to be a Manchester United fan. So the video showed them, trophies that the club has won, the good old days, what it meant to be a great Manchester United team, and all of that. And then each one of these fans was asked to walk to another room on campus. While they were walking, they encountered a person on the floor that appeared to be injured. Now, that person was a research accomplice, but the participants didn't know that. In the first situation, the injured person was wearing a Manchester United jersey. In that case, 90% of the Manchester United fans, not surprisingly, stopped to help the injured person. However, in the second situation, the person was wearing a Liverpool jersey. And in that case, only 30% of the United fans stopped to help the injured person. Just because he was wearing the jersey of a fan team, of a rival team, the United fans stopped seeing him as a human. They did not stop to help him. But there is a little bit of hope, because in the second set of experiments, they brought a very similar group of United fans, but this time, instead of showing them a video about what it means to be a United fan, they showed them a video about what it means to be a soccer fan in general. So it was all about clips of various fans from all over the country, what it means to wake up early, go on the bus, go to the stadium early to support your team, and how people have been doing it from generation on and generation. And then the rest of the experiment was exactly the same. The United fans were asked to go to the other room. On their way, they encountered the injured person. Now, when the person was wearing a United jersey, the percentage of people that stopped to help did not change. It remained at 90%. However, when the person was wearing a Liverpool jersey, the percentage of people that stopped to help jumped from 30% to 70%. Why did that jump happen? Because when they were shown that video about what it means to be a soccer fan in general, their definition of the tribe expanded. The tribe is not anymore my team. The tribe is all the soccer fans and what's in common between all of us. So I believe that is very encouraging news for the kind of tribes that we have in life and at work. The reframing that we need to do is to change our definition of who is in the tribe, who is in the in group, and who is in the out group. The more we expand that definition, the more we start assuming positive intent towards them, the more we start humanizing them, and we build more trusting relationships with them, and we collaborate more. But most importantly, we feel happier. Our well being improves. I've talked about this concept within the context of healthcare organizations because I do a lot of work in healthcare. And I've encouraged administrators, for example, to assume positive intent towards their physicians, towards their medical staff. And one way to do that is to expand the definition of the tribe. Rather than the tribe being administrators versus physicians, or this specialty versus that specialty, what if we expand the tribe to be all the healthcare professionals that are working in healthcare to improve quality of care for patients and to improve the lives of people in our community? In other industries, what if we expand the definition of the tribe rather than marketing versus sales or finance, versus operations? What if the definition of the tribe is all the people who work in this organization to achieve its goals and its vision? Thank you all for listening. And as the kids say, please like and subscribe.